Nordstrom. Thanks for reading this month about sales. I know it's a hard thing to wrap our minds around, but it's going to make a difference for your business. So I wanted to just share with you a little bit about how our sales process goes. We're sitting here in my sales room, our loft here in my studio, and this is where all the magic happens, all the ordering takes place. What we're going to do when our client comes in and sits down on this chair is first we're going to let them know that they're going to see all their images in a slideshow. So we'll tell them, right now I just want you to sit back and enjoy. I'm going to show you all the images and you're going to get to see them, and don't worry about making any decisions right now. We'll go through each image individually when the slideshow is over. So they're going to sit, they're going to enjoy their slideshow that's set to music and watch all the images. I am going to take note of their oohs and their ahs, or when the tears come, a lot of times they do cry. It is an emotional thing with the images set to music. And so I'm going to take note and kind of just watch through as we're going, so that I can remind them as we go back through, here was your first initial reaction when you saw this image. This is a keeper. And so after the slideshow, some clients will need to see it again, and that's okay. Some are ready to move on. So at that time, what I'll let them know is, now we're going to go through each image individually. And as we go through them, I'm going to ask you to be choosing your favorites and starting to narrow them down. So what we'll do is, for each image, I want you to let me know whether it's a yes, a no, or a maybe. The no's we're going to just toss out of the mix. We won't bother with those anymore. They're not gone forever, so you don't have to be afraid to put them there. But the images in the no category, we're just going to take out of the mix. Your maybes are going to be your biggest category. Those are going to be images that you really like, and we can go back and we can pull from those images for an album, for an image box, or any other multiple image piece that we might need those for. Your yeses are going to be your very, very favorites. We'll be going back and choosing product from the images in the yes category. So I do want to let them know right away that if they say yes, if they're making that a yes image, those are the images that they are going to be purchasing. And we can say that in a nice way by letting them know the images in the yes category are going to be the images that we'll be choosing product for. Now, most of the time before they get to the sales appointment, they are going to be very prepared before they get here. We're planning with them in PreeVu Software. I'm getting images of their walls. We're loading them into PreeVu and designing concepts for them. They're going to see those concepts at the consultation time, so that during that consultation call, I do call my clients instead of working with them in person, because I live quite a distance from my clients. But during that consultation call, we're going to talk about those wall concepts that I've designed and start working through the order process even then, before I ever shoot. So by the time they get here and they're viewing their images, they already know we're going to do this for this room, and then it's just a matter of choosing the images that are going to go into those concepts that we've decided on. So going through the process in the yes, no, maybe fashion really helps us to narrow down quickly and easily. And then what happens at the end is, when they do choose an album or an image box, any designer piece that we're going to do, we're going to let them know that, I'll be designing your album, and your yeses will be your main images. The maybes will fill in to tell the story where I need them, and the no's won't be included. Is that okay? And that's where clients can say, yeah, that's great, and move on. Every once in a while we'll have somebody that wants to choose their cover image, and that's totally fine. But besides that, I want to take them out of the design process. If we're sitting here and we're letting them choose, I want this on this page and this on this page, and make sure you do this, and the momentum just gets lost. We want to keep the order process fun and enjoyable and keep it short. So the better we are preparing them and planning with them before they get here, the easier the process is going to be, and the more they're going to enjoy it. The most important part of the sales process is to get in front of your clients. If we're leaving them alone with their images, they're going to let you know, you're going to put them online, they're going to call you and they're going to say, oh, I love them, and I can't wait to order. And then if they do order, they're going to order all they know. They're going to order 4x6s, 5x7s, and maybe a great big 8x10, if you're lucky. If they don't order, which is kind of more the case when you throw them online, what's going to happen is they're going to love them, and then a week's going to go by, and 2 weeks are going to go by, and then it's been a month and you haven't heard from them, and you feel bad calling them and nagging them, and you feel like a nag, and then all of a sudden the order is lost and done. And so getting in front of your clients is so important to your final sale and your profitability. Another thing that is always a debate is handing over that CD of images. And I just want to just put it out there for you to think about that doing that is a real disservice to your clients. When they get that DVD of images, we know statistics have told us that they are not printing them. And so they never end up with a final product. They get the CD and at most, they'll pull them all over. They'll make maybe a screensaver with the images. They'll put them on Facebook. And that's great and all, but we should be providing ways for our clients to have that capability. Give them all the images that they order in web-size files that they can share on Facebook, share with friends and families, put on family blogs if they want to, whatever they want to do with those. But the main thing is to get product in their hands so that they can enjoy those images that you've created every single day. And the best way to do that is getting in front of them, working with them one-on-one, and making suggestions along the way. So get in front of your clients, plan and prepare with your clients, and get them ready for the order session by talking them through designing the session, the process, and getting them excited about what they're going to order.